All right.
Shalom, shalom.
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 First off, we want to give our praises to Yahweh in the
Yahweh,
name of
Bashim,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Bashim,
Bashim,
Rakatash.
Kakadash.
Crocodile. Double honor to the apostle and elders, the great millstone who taught us this faith through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Today we're gonna go into the breakdown of some brothers having infirmities and still out here pushing the truth. So you might have a brother with I say you might have a brother that could barely talk, or but he's still out here pushing the truth. And the Most High gave us all these different type of infirmity. You might have a brother with stage 4 cancer. You might have a brother that can't read that good, but he's still pushing the truth. And the Most High gave us, he gave us all these different type of infirmities. Every brother's different. So you want to start off with the scripture about Paul?
Yeah.
Because when Paul said we endure all things for the lake's sake. So yeah, because ultimately we know that we're gonna be changed into them heavenly bodies, and we ain't gonna have these infirmities no more. We ain't gonna have no more, stuttering, no more. If you have a brother with one leg, brother with kidney disease, when we be changed, man, and the dead shall raise first. So when we be changed, man, it ain't no more death, no more struggling. You know,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. And I'm gonna bring out this precept. Is 2 Corinthians 12:7, right? And
uh,
yeah, it says so. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan, to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. And I believe I pronounced that right. What's it called? But
God,
basically, and Salaki, if I butchered that, but basically, right? You have what? Right, a thorn in the flesh, right? And we're gonna go into that. Right, let's go into
God.
that word in the Strong's Blue
Just
Letter
because you have a
Bible.
thorn, you don't mean to stop pushing the truth. Because there's really no excuses. You got brothers that's in wheelchairs, that's on the highways and byways for hours and hours of going over breakdowns. And
Eh,
Paul understood that. That's why he said we endure all things for the elect's sake. He wasn't just saying that just to say it. He was really catching hell. But he was just saying, well, I'm gonna still endure.
yeah, and so I'm gonna read it again. And lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations, through there was given to me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me, lest I should be exalted above measure. Right? So that thorn in the flesh, is not speaking about like an actual like thorn. What it's speaking about is basically bodily ailments, right? And so we're gonna bring that out. I'm gonna try to open up the Blue Letter Bible and see, bro. Like this is what I'm talking about, man. Like let's see, Blue Letter Bible. There we go. Okay. Tawada Yahweh Shemir Shai. 2 Corinthians 12:7. Let's bring that out. And we're gonna go into the Strongs, and then we're gonna go here.
Oh,
So the Strongs, the Strongs, G4647. Okay, I'm gonna play it.
Strong's G 4647. Scallops.
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 And if you go down, it says to pierce my flesh appears to indicate some constant bodily ailment or infirmity, which even when the Apostle Paul had been caught up in a trance to the third heaven, sternly admonished him that he dwelt in a frail and mortal body. Right? So a bodily ailment or infirmity, and certain brothers got what? Certain brothers have, different diseases, different ticks, different stuttering problems, right? And ultimately, all these things are also, there because the Lord also wants to test it to see if people are really willing to listen, right? And the scriptures go into that when a rich man speaketh. I'll bring that out in a second, right? I'll just type that in. But brother Yawasop, do you have Micah 2 verse 10?
yeah, that's the spirit you say that though, because you can see that brother on the highway and the byway with anxiety and stuttering, and he could have one leg, and people will walk by him like, nah, the Lord ain't dealing with him. But whole time he could be Jeremiah the prophet.
Yes.
He could be Ezra. and you just mocked and scoffed at him, man, and you gonna see him in the kingdom, and he gonna be in a different body, and you was just laughing at him.
Oh, like Elisha, like he had a
And
bald head, and basically basically what, because he was bald, and his head was bald. The little kids were like mocking him, the way he looked like, and those curses were sent on those little kids, right? And you know the story. If not, go read it, right? Well, look what happened to those children. Those she bears basically mauled the fuck and it killed them all, right? But yeah, you can bring that out.
I got a precept right after, but I'm gonna bring out Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. So this is Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
Yep. So
So, that's the Salakia. You can go into it.
yeah. So this ultimately, this condition that we're in, and it's the scriptures speaking about America, Babylon the Great, and also you can also apply it to what you're living, your living condition. You're being in the flesh, like in the body. You're not gonna have rest, right?
It's about
Sometimes.
suffering, right?
Yeah, and sometimes you can't even sleep. You might be homeless. You might even you can't sleep. You can't find a good place to sleep. You got demons bothering you. It might be super fucking hot outside, and you can't go to bed, and then you got a ringing in the ear, and you got a neighbor playing fucking Mexican music at 3 in the morning, or you got somebody walking in your room, or you got your neighbor.
Mosquitoes fucking you up.
Yeah, mosquitoes biting your eyelids. This well well, the scripture spoke about this. This is not our place of rest. So yeah, these things are actually supposed to happen to us, and they're supposed to elect, man, because ultimately, what the Lord chastises those who He loves, right? For those He cares about, His elect, right? The rest of
The,
these people, they're not plagued. They're not plagued. Let's bring this out.
And I had one after you, Uck.
Yeah, yeah. They're not. They don't get the same level of plagues as you know, the elect, the brothers are having, man. Right? The Psalm 73 and 5. It says, "They are not in trouble as other men, and neither are they plagued like other men." These people have it fucking good. These people in the world, man. These people that have sold out, they have it good for a short period of time. They got no sleeping problems, no diseases, no fucking ailments, right? But as soon as the tables are gonna turn, bro, you're gonna see these evils in this hell is gonna fall upon these fucking people. You know?
they're not gonna have any idea what's happening because they don't know what it is to even go through a fragment of suffering. They don't go through anything. They have their rich summer vacation home. They be going to the Dominican Republic every fucking year, first class flights, fucking butlers. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas
It's
got fucking monkey butlers and all sorts of fucking crazy shit. They're going on
going on
fucking
fucking safari trips,
safari trips,
killing fucking
killing
monkeys,
animals.
giraffes, elephants, bringing them back, like fucking despicable, man. And the Lord sees all this, and the animals are suffering and groaning too. It's not only just us; it's the creatures that the Lord created. The Lord He made a lot of things very beautiful. He clothed this earth in beauty and splendor, but this devil Esau has destroyed it. And that's not going to happen in the kingdom, man. We're going to have the animals. The lions are going to be walking together with crocodiles and cats all together, and they're not going to fight each other or nothing. Everything's going to be in perfect unification and order, the way it was designed. It was supposed to be.
And you can bring out what you had, Ak. You got it.
Yeah, I had this one. This is Ecclesiastes 10 and 7. This is going into what the brother Sabah was saying earlier. I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. So, there's a lot of people that are looked down upon. But the Lord, He's not dealing with the strong and mighty. He's dealing with the meek. He's dealing with those who who cleave to Yahushua as hope, and trust and believe that the Lord is gonna rise, make He's gonna rise up those men that were overlooked, that were scoffed at, that were spat at, that were looked down upon. Because at the end of the day, we're the underdogs, man. People, nobody's disrespecting Pastor Pork Chop or a priest at the church. He's coming with a suit and tie. People are exalting him. People are giving him food. People are patting his back. We're not gonna get that right now. Only the elect that is able to receive it is gonna, respect the word coming out and us doing our reasonable service. But for the rest of these people, man, they're just gonna just turn the blind eye and disrespect us. But guess what? That's okay.
Yeah, and I
They ain't
got
gonna lie.
Slocky, you got it. Go
What's
ahead.
that precept? Spirit of the prophets are subjected to the prophets, and the 2/3 they subjected to their spirit, they body too. The elect is subjected to their lot, and the 2/3 subjected to their lot. So you
Huh?
can't really be mad at them for not for hating the truth. I don't care. It don't phase me. It's just like we already gave the word. The Lord tell you you're gonna be hated. I already done told you. So it's like this and what it say. This endure it. You know, this
Your
endure it.
mother, your mother gonna hate you. Your family, your aunts, your uncles, your woman. Like the a house will be divided.
Yeah,
When these last days, this is gonna happen.
calm. Yeah, don't worry about what these other fucking people have, because on paper or whatever they might show you, they might have it all good, right? They might have millions of dollars in a fucking nice house, right? No, nothing plaguing them, right? You know what I'm saying? And they might have everything, man. You know what I'm saying? But the man, these people, Lord willing, we are those men, right? They're not gonna get.
Riches
We're
profit
gonna get
nothing
those
in
new.
the day of wrath.
The left are gonna get those new spiritual bodies. We're not gonna have to go through any of this shit anymore. For the rest of these
What if
people,
they
they're gonna be fucking. They're gonna be plagued with those nuclear missiles, man. That's
say
ultimately
riches profit
that
nothing?
mega plague that's coming for them. Yeah, well, I'll bring that out right now, which
Yeah,
is
riches profit nothing. Because
which
at
is
the end of the
profit
day,
not.
you know that scripture, not a scripture, but it's a saying like the one who laugh last laughs the loudest. Because yeah, ultimately the elect gonna be beamed up, watching the destruction. You know, Barakatah Yahweh Shim Yahshua, we're gonna be like Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. Yahweh gonna have his crown on. We're gonna what he said, I seen it as a mingle with fire, roughly paraphrasing. The elect gonna be watching, looking down. So at the end of the day, we don't give a fuck about these people scoffing and laughing. Laugh. Let them have fun. What do
That
they say?
This
Let
is
the wicked be wicked.
Yeah,
yeah.
the sea of
This is
glass. You're gonna see America, Babylon the Great be destroyed. Right, Salaki, you got it. You got it.
this is Luke 6:25 in the red letter. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. So these Edomites, man, these people that have had the La Bella Vita, traveling every fucking summer, first class flights, not worrying about a fucking thing. They're even feeling the squeeze now.
These people going to Dubai Air. What is that? Fly Emirates Airlines and all these. You're taking $10,000 fucking airplanes. Then you go on the cruise ships. They're getting the room at the very top of the cruise ship. $10,000 a night.
Hey,
You know what
hey,
I'm
what
saying?
Yahweh Shah say?
People
What
are
Yahweh
fucking
Shah say? In my
crazy,
father's
man.
house. What
They're
Yahweh
gonna be
Shah say? In my
destroyed,
father's house
man.
is many mansions. Man, we ain't worried about it because we think about it. They taking trips on the goddamn flight. We gonna take trips on a damn chariot to a different planet that they never heard of. Goddamn, what Yahweh Shah say? In my father's house is many mansions. We not worried
Yeah,
about this damn
there's
flight.
that one
Fuck
scripture
this thing.
that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Roughly
Nor have came
paraphrasing.
in the heart of man. It
Yeah,
ain't even came in our mind, but the kingdom going like we can't even we think we could picture a golden city with the it's gonna be way better than that.
yeah.
We can't even imagine it. That's how yeah.
But I was saying it earlier. These people, they got the the top of they got all these special rooms and penthouses. They're the $10,000 room on the fucking cruise ship. They have their women are respectful to them. They got 12 kids, a house with the 30 acres. You know what I'm saying? you know, it's gonna be it's gonna be, dude. These people are gonna they don't even know what's coming to them, man.
It's
You know what
gonna
I'm
be
saying? Right now
their
they
worst nightmare.
right now they got part of their blessing was that they would receive the fatness of the earth, and soon that they're gonna ultimately they're gonna but ultimately they're gonna be destroyed, man. That you're gonna see Esau's kingdom is gonna collapse. We're
Uh,
gonna see the downfall of our enemy. Right? Who the fuck
hey, hey,
cares what these people have, man?
I got
They can have all sorts of they can have you know they might not have all these diseases or whatever, which ultimately they do. They're they, it might look good on paper what they have, but ultimately they're gonna be they're gonna be they're gonna be put literally just put down, man. They're gonna be
yeah, because
put and destroyed.
these people, they have, mansions upon mansions here on this earth that's gonna waste away. They're not gonna be able to take that with them. They're gonna lose all of that, and they're gonna be slaves. They're gonna have a little cot that they're gonna sleep in, these Edomites, and that's it. We're gonna inherit all those things, all those mansions upon mansions, and it's gonna be eternal. And this is Ecclesiasticus 10:8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So that's talking about the kingdom of these devils and rulership right now. Esau Edom is going to be transferred to the kingdom of Yasharallah. All right, the way that it was the Lord designed it to be, the way that the Lord predestined it to be. So whether you people believe that or not, well, guess what? The Lord, He's the creator of the universe. He's gonna do whatever He wants, and you people are going into captivity. This is Revelation 13:10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. And you people are responsible for, a big piece of us, going through this suffering, man, because we gotta work in the plantation. We gotta go fucking pay you for electricity. All right, we gotta pay you for water
Rent bills.
bills. We gotta
Yeah,
pay you for bills.
and yeah, I just wanted to bring out a point earlier, right? Going back to what we were saying earlier, basically, we have different bodily ailments and stuff. People might look past you, right? For basically what ultimately, first let me bring out this precept, right? Exodus 4:10. Moses said unto the Lord, Yahweh, O my Lord, I am not eloquent neither heretofore. Salaki if I'm butchering that. Nor since thou hast spoken uh, unto thy servant, but I am slow of speech and a slow tongue. Right? The next verse. The next verse. Let's see. It says, okay, bear with me. And it says, and the Lord said unto him, Who hath made man's mouth, or who maketh the dumb, or deaf, or the seeing, or the blind? Have not I the Lord? Right? It says, now therefore go, and I will be thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say. Right? So ultimately, it's the Lord who's speaking for us. Moses basically was saying he has a stammer in his voice, but the Lord is going to ultimately speak for him, or will ultimately spoke for
And
him. Right? The Lord used him as a mouthpiece. And it's the same for us, man. Some of us brothers have like stutters, and different bodily ailments and different problems. Different whatever. You might look a certain way, and these people they might look past you, scoff, right? Or certain attire you're wearing, they might look at you just for that. But ultimately, if they pass on, they pass by. At that point, they're gonna be punished.
they're
Because
marked.
they're marked at that point, man, because the simple pass by and are punished. When in the ancient world, when you would see the prophets on the highways and byways, you that was a warning sign that things were about to you know judgment was about to happen. Now you're seeing the prophets on the highways and byways more and more, or these videos are being pushed out more and more, right? That should be a warning. But these people know they want to judge off of the appearance, right?
And
And the scriptures
I
speak
got
about that as well.
I got this in 1 Samuel 16:7.
Yeah.
But the Lord saith unto Samuel, the Lord Yahweh saith unto Samuel, Look not on his countenance or on the height of his stature, because I have refused him. For the Lord Yahweh seeth not as man seeth. For man looketh on the outward appearance, but the Lord Yahweh looketh on the heart. And heart goes into the mind. You know, the Lord, he understands the thoughts and intentions of the heart. He understands who's sincere and who's not sincere. And he's not basing this off appearance. You know, if this was based off appearance, then, you know, he'd be dealing with these Pastor Porkies in suits and ties with the, you know, the lineup and the fade and looking all proper, but he's not. He's dealing with those that have the the raggedy garments, right? The scruffy beard, the nappy hair. They might have a stutter. They might be looked at down upon the whole. But guess what? That's a lively stone. That's a stone that, you know, might look a little rough around the edges, but the Lord is trimming the fat. He's chipping away at it. For when that day of the Lord's return comes, these stones are going to shine bright. You know, and they're gonna really show, you know, the true beauty that they hold. Because this is a spiritual thing, man. You know, we look at things in a spiritual manner. You know, we're not doing things to be seen or for appearance or to get the likes and follows of other people. If we were to do that, we would have been in the church, the Christian church, but we're not. This is done out of, you know, sincerity.
That I got something. Ecclesiasticus 13 verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look, and what he saith, they extol it into the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, What fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. Right? So if you see these fucking famous celebrities, right? You know, a soccer player or a goalkeeper that saves a
I show
goalie,
speed.
right? Or I Show Speed or Cristiano Ronaldo. This guy speaks, you know, all of a sudden everybody shuts their mouth. Or your pastor pork chop. This nigga will sit in a church for an hour straight. You know what I'm saying? And people will let this man talk. When you see the prophets on the highways and byways that are actually, you know, breaking things down correctly, but people just scoff, right? Mock at them, kick their signs over, laugh at them, honk their horn, right? They don't fucking, these people don't fucking care, man. And that's why what the Lord, he flooded the earth, man. He saved only 8 people. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the judgment that's coming. You know, and I don't know if I brought this out earlier. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, and neither are they plagued like other men. And that's going into the wicked, man. That's going into the wicked. These wicked people, they don't get plagued like other people, right? You know, your pastor, pastor pork chop. You know, on the surface, it seems like they have this picture perfect life. But soon, man, the thing, the roles are gonna reverse. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
As soon as the blindfold get uncovered, man, you know, these true people's characters are gonna show up.
And
What it say? Then
can I
shall the
just say
righteous
something
man
real
stand?
quick? Can I just say something real quick? Like the elect, they might not look like they might right now they just look like regular people, but soon they're gonna have a completely different countenance. You know, the Lord is gonna lift up that standard. You're gonna see the elect basically and then we're not gonna look, the elect, Lord willing, I'm a part of that number, right? We're a part of that number. The elect are gonna have those spiritual powers. People are gonna see them completely different, right? But Salakia, you got it. I just wanted to bring that
So
out.
what's that precept? Then shall the righteous man stand?
Which one is that? You can bring it out.
And shall the righteous stand? Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no accounts of his labor. It said, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So, yeah, this is the time of our salvation, man. We going, Lord willing, there be us. We're going to stand in boldness with Yahweh Shah and the chariots. All the people that was calling us crazy, they're going to know. What it said, then shall they know that a prophet was amongst them. Yeah,
Con.
when they see us beamed in the chariots, they're like, damn, that nigga won't crazy. That nigga was for real. He was talking about spaceships. That nigga was actually for real. So, yeah, they going to know. Yeah, he wasn't out his mind. Yeah,
Then
he
they
was
shall know a prophet have been among them.
we was telling y'all the whole time.
We warned y'all. Con.
That's all I got, Oct. Is that everything you get?
Yep.
That's
Con.
pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much all the points I wanted to bring out. I think that's everything. Pretty much all I got.
Yep.
You got anything else, man? Shoro?
Yeah, man.
All right.
Fuck Esau, man.
Yeah. Fuck this piece of shit. That too. Yeah. So with that, we're gonna give all glory and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Makakadash.
And double honors to the apostles, the elders, our great millstone, and salutations to the elect out there feeding the sheep of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, with sincerity, truth, and with charity. Shalom.